This week on My Story, we meet Mike, an app developer and coder, hoping to improve his skills to launch his own business. And Adam, a career changer, starting a new journey as a part-time student. Come along as we hear their stories. In our ever-growing technological world, there's an app or software program for virtually everything. One software student wants to be at the head of this booming industry and start his own business.
My name's Mike, and I am doing software engineering here. And I call home a small town outside of Wellington called Otaki. I quite enjoyed programming. I didn't understand it completely, so I thought I could focus on it. I'd like to run my own business because as much as I like programming, I don't know if I want to do it for someone else. But I developed an app that allows you to take information for people's details for when you go to events. I trialled it and they seemed to really enjoy it. I got quite useful out of it.
After we met Mike, we caught up with a painter turned counselling student and asked him about his decision to change careers.
My name's Adam Bruce and I'm doing a degree in counselling. I spoke to a guy on the phone who had done a course here before, and he spoke very highly of it. He just explained to me what counselling was all about, and I just thought, I could do that, I could do it. I went home and spoke to my wife and said, what do you think about me doing counselling?
Yeah, so he came home after meeting with this friend, and it was like something had just clicked in his brain. And I just straight away said, yes, that's it, about time.
The reason I haven't got into it sooner was because I used to think to myself, I don't know what to ask people. I don't know what to say, you know, when they shared a story with me, I'm like, okay, what do I do with that?
And actually it's been some years since he's done any real in-depth academic study, so I'm having to counsel him through that.
So we're not quite sure how it's going to go yet. We've taken the jump and we're going to start, I'm still working as a painter, so that's going to bring in the income and we'll just see where we go from that.
We'll hear more from Adam and his family later. Now let's see what Mike has to say about his past tertiary experience and why he chose to study this year.
The first year I was studying here for web design and development, and the second year I did a diploma in IT. I came back because I found the software part quite interesting. I really enjoyed that it was just one class, so I didn't have to focus on 5 different subjects at the same time.
We also asked what his family thought about him entering his 3rd year of study.
They all think I'm a professional student, and I've done 3 qualifications, or I'm on my 3rd qualification now. And the outlay of me actually getting a job, well, that's the next trick.
Speaking of family, Adam's wife and kids had a lot to say about having another student in their household.
It's been kind of funny because Dad's like, go do your homework, Cameron, but now I can say it to him as well.
He did come home that first week that he was at college with some deep and meaningful visual thing and was asking me to draw what my favourite animal was and all this weird stuff.
However, the career change hasn't come without sacrifice.
With the support of my wife and the kids, we've made a bit of sacrifice, but I think it's worthwhile.
We can't just say, Dad, do you want to come watch a movie? He'll just say, no, I'm studying.
We're all having to sacrifice a little bit.
We had to drop a few extracurricular activities,
I couldn't do hockey this year.
There's also that element of stress which affects the whole family.
The self-discovery that we're going to go through is going to affect every aspect of my life. A lot of counselling is about self-growth and about changing yourself, so I'm quite expecting to be a different person at the end of the year.
Next time on My Story, we catch up with the rest of the gang to see how their year has gone and the challenges they've faced mixing their study with their personal lives. Join us on the next episode of My Story.